Hey everybody, welcome back to this week's Most Elite podcast. A little late this week. I recently moved. For those of you, again, I probably say this every episode, but for those of you who actually keep up with the timeline of my podcast, I try to do them every Monday. But life happens. I got a new job. Yay! Cue the sparkler effects. I would do that, but that would require producing this video a little more than I want to. So I'm not going to do that. So just imagine it. Also, after moving, I got a new job and I moved. Said the reverse order. And, shit happens. But I'm back. And I gotta say, guys, it's the most wonderful time of the year. It's E3 time. And I know everybody's got their favorites. This video is actually probably going to be really, really short, to be honest. Because, man, there was not a lot of E3 this year. More specifically, what I wanted to be there wasn't there. And I was just really hoping for a Superman game. Like I was desperately hoping and praying for Rocksteady to be there and to announce a Superman game. Because Jesus Christ, I mean, yeah, for everybody who's played the Arkham series, they know what I'm talking about. They know that if Rocksteady got their hands on, I mean, there's a lot of rumors again this year. It's rumors every year, but this time it seemed legit, and I wrote that the hope, and I never hope, abandon all hope, all ye who enter here, E3 Arena 2018. But let's talk about what we did get. Not gonna dwell on that. What didn't happen. Maybe at Comic-Con they'll say something. San Diego Comic-Con. I know the Aquaman trailer is coming out there. I guess it would be kind of cool to see a video game trailer premiere at San Diego Comic-Con. And what better place than a comic book convention to premiere a Superman game, right? So there's still hope. Maybe San Diego Comic-Con will save me. Anyway, let's talk about the games that we did get that I'm crazy excited for. Number one is SpiderMan. I mean, come on. It's SpiderMan, guys. It looks phenomenal. The combat looks really fluid and fun. The thing that me and my friend Mike agreed upon the most is the web swinging. It'll be like, it looks so therapeutic. I'm gonna spend hours, man. I'm marking time down now, just between missions, just swinging through the city. I'm doing it. It's gonna be beautiful. And I know a lot of you feel like me because we've all played Spider-Man throughout the years. We've played his games. They PlayStation 1 all the way to now. And I like to think, I'm going to speak for you guys. I like to think we're steadfast fans. I like to think that nothing can really sway our faith in the Spider-Man games, because for the most part, they've all been pretty good. Some of them, friend or foe, Shattered Dimension, I didn't like, but I know it's a big following for it. But this one, guys, it looks fucking crazy. It looks crazy, and I'm just gonna be all over it. I'm gonna be all over it. It's this game is a mature Spider-Man. He's been Spider-Man for 8 years, so there's no unlocking powers. There's no skill trees. He starts with all his powers. The suits all change your combat, how you fight. This thing's called suit powers. Each suit has a suit power, and I think there are trees there, but you don't have to unlock them. You just sort of select them. And those will be the power trees you're using. And that's great. That's really great, because some of the old games, do side quests, do this, do that, and you get enough skill points to do a double web swing or something. Like, well, I'm fucking Spider-Man, What the fuck? Skill points? Come on, man. Anyway, that's great. I don't really have much else to say about Spider-Man. If you haven't seen the videos, this video will probably have the E3 trailer video on it. Probably. If not, whatever. Just Google it. Fuck. Man, it looks great. He's fighting the Sinister Six, or the new incarnation of the Sinister Six. We got Vulture in it, Electro, Rhino, Scorpion, Mr. Negative. These are all bosses we know will be fighting in the game. Shocker was debuted. I'm really hoping Venom is in the game. I know the symbiote suit is in the game. I really, really, really want Venom to be in the game. His movie's coming out in October. Be a damn shame to not see him in a PS4 game. Anyway, that's Spider-Man. I cannot wait. That's all I'll say, again, is I cannot wait. Hitman 2, it's honorable mention. I won't spend a lot of time on it, but Hitman 2, yeah. Fucking Hitman. Get hype. That's Hitman, And it puts you in such there's so much freedom in the Hitman games. I don't know if you've played the reboot of the series in 2016, I think it was. I don't know. It was episodic, so I didn't buy it immediately because I don't like episodic games. I waited for it to be a complete edition, and I went and bought that. And yeah, man, there's a lot of freedom. Like, oh, you got to kill this guy. How you going to do it? And then there's no like guide for how you're going to do it. You literally have to plan and go and kill a guy. And I mean, it makes you feel like a bloodthirsty murderer, you know, like you're a piece of shit, because you really are planning. I spent like an hour one game planning how to kill this dickhead at a ballroom, because I remember looking at the demo and there was a way to make the chandelier fall on him, and I just could not in game figure that out. I was like, how the fuck how's he doing that? You know, fuck. I want to do that. I want to do that. I don't want to just shoot him, choke him with a garrote. I want to kill him brutally in front of everybody, because I'm a hitman, and I'm gonna slink off with a baseball cap or something into the shadows like, hey, isn't that Frank? Oh no. And I'm just gone. I'm gone. They find clothes like I got raptured or some shit. I'm just a ghost. It's great. But that's Hitman 2. And everybody who loves Hitman, please, I mean, I'm buying it, and I'm probably going to do a podcast on it when it comes out. And luckily for us, that's one of the games that's coming out this year. It's coming out in November. So yeah, right? November game, I got him. October games, we got Assassin's Creed. I know Assassin's Creed had a lot of fatigue leading up into its Egypt one, which I talked about in a last video. And I talked about how it was just The Witcher. I mean, The Witcher really set the bar for open world RPGs, I feel like. And it's kind of hard not to just be The Witcher. I mean, Breath of the Wild was The Witcher, you know. So yeah, I'm not complaining that it was The Witcher because it was still Assassin's Creedy, but this one looks to make you a superhero, kind of. Because in this one, you can play as a man or a woman, which is awesome. You get the Spear of Leonidas, which is actually a first civilization weapon. For those of you uneducated in Assassin's Creed lore, the first civilization are the aliens who supposedly made all the humans or came to Earth first before we evolved, or whatever the case may be. They were a high-tech civilization, and they left behind artifacts. The apple that the people are chasing, the Templars, is one of them. And yeah, you have the Spear of Leonidas, and it has a cool power where it can like completely negate fall damage. Like, I don't know if you know this, but if you fall off a fucking building in Assassin's Creed, you're gonna die. And to have that where you can just land like, oh, fall damage was there, I'm outie. You know, that shit, that's a game changer. You get the Spartan, this is Sparta kick, clearly, because it takes place in Greece. And that's a superpower on its own. I mean, that wasn't a lot shown in the demo. It was just like an assassination shown, and you ride off. The combat looked really fluid. They brought the boat combat, but ever since Black Flag, which really fucking was the best one before the reboot, the Witcher reboot, I'll call it, it really was the best one. That boat combat, man, it's fucking great. So the boat combat's back. I don't think they're ever gonna make another one without it because it's just so good. Yeah, I don't know. That's Assassin's Creed. This is a rant video, guys. Look, if you don't give a fuck about my opinion, turn it off. You know, whatever. But I'm just talking about the games that I'm most excited for. Battlefield 5 had a lot of fun with the Battlefield series. I will talk a quick mention to Battlefield 5. So it has females you can play with. So, you know, Call of Duty World War II, you can play as girls. So there's girls in this game. And that was actually, it's a bit of a contention among the community, the girls in the game, and all these random weirdo sexists, I guess. I was like, shouldn't be girls in the game, shouldn't be girls in that video game where I can be anyone I want to be and representation matters, but apparently not. Just all white men. This is what they want, apparently. And that's kind of weird and pretty fucked up. So I'm excited for Battlefield. Fuck those guys. I'm playing it. I'm playing as a girl too, just to spite them. It's awesome. Yeah, moving on. We got tons of games from E3. Fallout 76. A lot of people had a lot of reservations about Fallout 76 going in because there were tons of rumors swirling about the internet, as always. They pretty much explained it how I thought it would be. It's just Fallout, guys. It's just Fallout, but now it's online. And Fallout's been a game that I felt needed online forever. Same thing for like a lot of the Elder Scrolls, and they actually made Elder Scrolls Online, so I stopped complaining when they did that. But yeah, it's just Fallout. It's like your super single player experience like always, but now there's randos, you know, there's randoms, and they're people. That's fucking radical. I mean, the world's a wasteland. You're not alone in this wasteland. So of course there's people you can like party up, not party up. I, for one, would love to roam the wasteland, killing deathclaws and shit with my buddies. I don't understand how are people even upset about this change. I think that's fucking great. I didn't watch Nintendo's. I'm going to be honest. I didn't watch Nintendo's press conference, so I have no idea what's coming out for Nintendo, with the exception of Super Smash Brothers, because there's all these memes about how Waluigi got left out and all his other shit. I'm like, look, man, it's just Waluigi, bro. I mean, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? The biggest one I'm super excited about is Anthem. I want that game more than any other game that they announced. And I would have wanted Superman more than any other game, but they did not announce it. So, single tier. But yes, Anthem. The Destiny killer, quote unquote. I don't give a fuck about the competition between the two. It looks like a solid experience. It looks like a game that I could spend hours upon hours on. And that's exactly what I'm going to do come February, I think it is. February 22nd. Absolutely. I'm absolutely getting my friends and we're getting together and we're playing Anthem. And that's what we're going to do. Resident Evil 2 Remake. Yeah. I said this to my friend. I was like, it better be the same game. Because I can beat Resident Evil 2 in like an hour. Like a little more than that. But I absolutely can beat it in like an hour. And I fucking love Resident Evil 2. So I'm hoping that the remake is kind of just that again. But just cooler. I really don't want it to... I really don't want it to be not that... Oh, man. Hold up. Okay, so I'm back. It's going to sound like I disappeared because I don't know where I left off. So, Days Gone. That was announced. I don't care. It's next year. I don't really care about the next year games with the exception of Anthem. So that's neato. Tom Clancy The Division 2. I actually give a fuck about that one. So I'll be playing that a lot. I don't know if anybody's played The Division, but it's a MMO sort of looter shooter like Destiny. And when it first came out, it was less than good, but they really turned it around, and right now it's a pretty good game. So, you know, if you haven't played it, or it's really cheap, just go buy it. All the DLC pretty much is free. Just go get it. It's great. They brought Trials back, Trials Rising. Don't care enough. I like Trials Fusion. If I can get it for free, then I'll get it. But if I can't, then we got Fire Emblem. That's for Nintendo. Don't care. Gears is one I'm super big on. So Gears 5. It's actually not called Gears of War 5. They took the of War out. I didn't read the article as to why they did that. But now it's literally just called Gears 5. It looks stellar. I like Gears. I'm a big Gears fan. I think one of the weirdest announcements at E3 was Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, because it wasn't an announcement. It took place during the EA press conference. And it was like one of the developers in the crowd just talking about, yeah, we and the guys over at, I think, Respawn or whoever, we're working on this Star Wars game, brah. And it was like, where can I get a picture? What the fuck? Anything? So they say they're working on it. I hope so. Devil May Cry 5 is a big one. Everyone that I know is patiently waiting for another Devil May Cry that wasn't DMC. And we got Nero's back. He has a metal arm or something. I guess his demon arm gets ripped off in the game. I don't know, man. I'm gonna buy it just because I like Devil May Cry. But I really want some fucking answers in this one as to what's up with Nero and his lineage. Dante's in it, and a third playable character who did not show. He's wearing all black, whoever he or she is. So that's neat. Jump Force, what do I care? It's just, all those games are just Naruto, you know? They all suck, too. I'm sorry, Jump fans out there for the games. Those games all suck. So, Sekiro, Shadows Die Twice. People immediately was like, oh, it's just Dark Souls but faster. Neo is just Dark Souls but faster. And I love Neo. But Sekiro actually looks really fun. You get like a grappling arm and shit, I mean, of course, it's Dark Souls-y in the fact that if you die, you come back. But grappling arm. I mean, come on. It worked in, what was that game? Kind of making a point, but forgot the name of the game. Bionic Commando. Not the new one with the Dread guy. His, wife's his arm. What the fuck was that? But, the old ones. It worked in those. Grappling arm. Come on. Get hype. Wolfenstein has a expansion or a sequel. You play as BJ Blazkowicz's daughters or granddaughters. I don't fucking know. Regardless, they're related to him. And if they're related to him, that means they're related to the Doom guy. Because as I discussed on a previous podcast, BJ Blazkowicz is the great something to the fucking Doom guy. So yeah. Female Doom guys. Speaking of Doom, Doom Eternal. was announced. So it's the sequel to the 2016 Doom, which I made a whole podcast about because I love it so much. So obviously, without question, I'm buying that. Then we got Rage 2, which kind of screams for multiplayer. They kind of let me down when they said it's a single player only experience. It's made by the guys who made Doom, id Software. So it looks like an open world Doom. They already have my money. I mean, I don't even have my money yet. They have it now because I'm spending it when I get it on that game. And that's sometime in 2019, unfortunately. So I won't be playing it this year, but next year, you know, God willing. Skull and Bones is a pirate game. Don't care, you know. Really don't care. We had Beyond Good and Evil 2. Also don't care. I like Beyond Good and Evil 1, but this 2 has just been... There's been no gameplay. Like, there was like a demo. Like, what the fuck, you know? Death Stranding. The more they show us about Death Stranding, the less I know about it. What the fuck is that game? I'm going to buy it because Kojima's making it, and I think that's the sentiment in the community altogether. Oh, Kojima's doing it, but I don't think it's going to be a game. From what they've shown us, it looks like a fucking walking simulator. I mean, Norman Reedus' character has a gun, but we haven't seen him shoot it. We haven't seen shit, like, at all. What the fuck is that game? So hopefully we get it this year. I doubt it. It'll probably be next year or after that. Ghost of Tsushima looks great. The gameplay demo was amazing. The combat looks really fine and, like, really precise. And I think that's what they were going for. So I'm getting that. Oh, Remedy. Control. Looks fun. I was hoping it was another Max Payne, but they don't own Max Payne anymore. Rockstar does. So we're never getting another Max Payne. But at least Sam Lake is still making games. I love Sam Lake. It's one of my idols. So Control. Going to buy that. Cyberpunk 2077. There's not 2077. There's not enough that could be said about it because not enough is known. From the behind closed door demo, which was like 45 minutes. All the reporters came out of there saying, bro, best fucking game. What's your favorite game? Fuck that game, best fucking game. So I'm hoping at some point, I don't even know when that's coming out. I doubt it's this year, and I don't even think it's next year. I think it might be a 2021 looking sort of deal. Elder Scrolls 6, it was announced, but it's not in development. They're working on Starfield. Oh, Last of Us Part 2, before I end this video. Last of Us Part 2 is the one that I really am most, next to Anthem, excited about because I bought a PS3 just to play Last of Us. Well, that and Ni no Kuni. And Ni no Kuni 2 recently came out and I bought it immediately. So I got a PS3 and for the longest time I only had 3 games. Ni no Kuni, Last of Us, and I think a Castlevania game. And it was like, all right, well, because before this current generation I was 360 all the way because it just had such good games and all my friends had one and we had a good time. But Last of Us Part 2, people were calling the demo fake or staged. It was staged, but the point of the demo wasn't to say that this is how combat scenarios will play out. It's to show you a grouping of systems in the game that you can use. So from the demo, we learned you can go prone, you can crawl under cars, you can shoot while laying down, you can squeeze between bookshelves and shit like that. You can use melee weapons. There's a dodge. From the demo, we learned that. So, like, people were looking at the demo the wrong way. They're like, oh, this is bullshit. They're just trying to get us to buy the game. They showed us what you can do in the game. How you use those things in the game is completely up to you. And as those games come out, I'll make more in-depth videos. I just wanted to get back to video making because this week has been crazy. As I said, new job, new place. But I will get back into the flow of things. And there's some more cool things to come. I broke out the Elgato. So I'm going to be doing a Let's Play. It's going to be on this channel because I'm not making another channel. But look out for that. Anyway, thanks for stopping by, guys. See you next week.